back to the podcast, Beyond the Dirt. Been slacking a little bit. I've been getting a lot of comments, messages about, hey, when's the podcast going to start again? So we're back. We moved into the shop down here, and I guess we're going to stay here probably now. So the last place we had kind of went out of business, and really appreciate Happy Jacks for letting us be in there the time we had. But things has changed there, and he moved on. So I think he's still going to stay open. If for some of you watching out there, you still go there and get something at a food truck. I think food trucks are going to start coming in. So again, thanks to Happy Jacks for letting us be in there. But we're back in the shop now, and we're going to talk this podcast about, we're going to recap 2023 season. Starting with the garden tractor sled. We had 16 pulls. We left the shed 16 trips. Our first one was play day last year, or the start of the year. We had 5 pulls hosted by us, the Midwest Pullers, us guys right here. We do our own awards and everything for that. We had 9 pulls. That was festivals or fairs that they hired us. And our one pull was an invitational. That I caught a lot of hell about. So when it was over with, I know that, and I'm sorry if you're watching, I invited so many people. I kind of made it more of a business deal, where a lot of you didn't have to travel far, gas prices and everything. So that's kind of why I did that. And caught a lot of hell about the Top Gun too, kind of made it more of a promotion deal for the crowd, so I picked some good looking tractors and just made up some crap and, make it look good for the crowd. So had a good time in Winfield, Kansas. The Black Widow sled, we had 11 trips out of the barn. We had 5 pulls we hosted that we put on ourselves, and we had 6 was where they hired for fairs or festivals that throughout the 4-state area. It was a good year. What was your favorite place? Send us a comment on this video and let us know what your favorite place was. And I've got some later on. We'll get in there. People sent me some messages what their favorite place was.
They're already coming in.
What was your favorite place to pull?
Oh, I don't know. I enjoy all of them. It's hard to really just pick one place.
They're all fun.
Yeah.
They're all fun. What was your favorite place?
All of them.
All of them. There you go.
All of them. And Quinley lost, a pull and a half to rain this year. West Monroe, we rained out, and then we was pretty well through Liberal when it opened up and started raining.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. We had a rain out in Afton, Oklahoma, and for some of you guys that was there, I think there's potential there for crowd-wise, and I think the first one would have been a real good, pull. We had a good pull, but I think the first one would have been better with crowd-wise and more vendors, but we got rained out and had to reschedule it, and they didn't advertise it.
Right.
They didn't advertise it in their community, so I think that hurt us,
Yeah.
So, for people wanting to see it, but I don't know about this year. He said something about, I think, did he say come back?
Well, he said he wanted us to.
Yeah, so we'll find out. We'll let y'all know about that, but I think that would be a good top deal, especially with the theme park moving in down the road,
Well, they've got all that area out there.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't have parking or anything.
I don't know if somebody said it was for sale. I don't know. But
Well,
that's up for sale for businesses. If
Yeah.
they've still got a spot in the industrial park, we'll probably still have it. But the big theme park's moving in just down the road, so hey, it might be something big for us, one of these days. So we'll just have to see what time tells. Some of the pulls we went to that we didn't have to work, it wasn't our sled that we went to was Mound Valley. was a good time.
Excellent pull.
Yeah.
Kate always does a good job over there.
2 thumbs up, Kate. You did a good job. Sorry we didn't make it to Fort Scott, but we had the Columbus Day deal. I know some of the guys went
Yeah.
to Fort Scott, said it was a great time. I just threw this in here on my notes. And don't get mad at me. I'm just joking with you. But we went to the Kill Switch Bandit. And you guys know what I'm talking about, the Kill Switch Bandit. You know, it's promoters and stuff with the pulls, putting pulls on. We didn't put this pull on, but other people put the pull on. But, you know, you go by their rules. But there was a little incident happen, you know, where a guy got disqualified for not having a kill switch.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And then the
Yeah.
other guy pulled, and he didn't have his kill switch. Well, at the time I had my video, you know, I was taking video and stuff, and here they come for replay. The guy that got disqualified. And yes, I did have it on video. I had the video where he got disqualified because he didn't have his kill switch up. And then the guy that was putting the pull on, he pulled without his kill switch. And I had video of that, and they wanted me to put this on my YouTube channel and put a caption up there, but, you know, hey, I'm keeping peace. You know, he probably get mad at me because he sees this video now, but, you know, hey, shit happens. But anyway, I just couldn't do that. I just, at the time, I just couldn't put it on YouTube, but I thought it was a pretty funny deal, so. We took a drive to Licking.
Yeah.
And for our first time, for me and Bernie, I think you've been there before. You had never been there.
Nope. Well, I have for work. I had never been there to pull.
But it was a fun night.
Yeah.
It was a real fun night.
Especially when you didn't have to do anything, just pull.
Yeah.
Me being new in this game, I pulled on a few sleds in the past years with Bernie and I took some trips, you know, but I've never pulled on that kind of what do you call it, a sudden death sled?
Drop pan.
Yeah.
You know, drop pan. You
Yeah,
know.
It works just like the big,
Yeah.
the big sled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I thought
go
it was
fast.
awesome.
You go fast, and then it drops the pan and puts you up about the steering wheel.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome. So, good job,
Yeah.
guys. I like pulling with you. So, other than it was a long ways for an old man. So, but we got through it. We made it.
Well, it
home,
wasn't
so.
bad when we left. We went the other direction,
Yeah.
so it down through all them
Yeah,
curves
you came
and
home
all
late,
that.
didn't you? Didn't you go back
Cut
to,
over to Rollins
Yeah.
and went
Straight down.
I-44.
and I brought the old blue Chevy home. So,
And I didn't have no blowouts coming home.
blowout king right here.
What I was gonna say.
I think every trip we made, I had a blowout. Didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it was hot. You know, we
Oh,
got
we
hot.
got
in
some
the
hot
summertime.
weather and hard on tires.
I hopefully got that fixed this year. We had all brand new tires on the trailer.
Since I started pulling tractors, I got thinking about, you know, some stuff and some of the places we went, you know, and we've talked about this in our past podcasts, but, you know, we go places we don't have to work just to play, and there's always a story. There's always a story on them trips, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, I remember, you know, going to Richards one time. I told Bernie, I said, hey, let's go to Richards and pull.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we went to Richards and pulled, you know. And
That
and
was an experience.
that's an experience, you know, not saying nothing
Yeah.
bad about you guys and watching, but, you know, they watered the track. And then it was your time to pull when the track wasn't dry. It was greasy, you know, and you didn't have very good luck. And then Perry took off, and after that, and looked like a mud run, you know, and he slides and almost hits a tree, you know. I mean, there's always a story to that. And then we went to Severy, Kansas. Severy, it was fun. It was like pulling on sponge cake.
Yeah.
The sled was heavy, you
Yeah.
know. Then I got accused of being an ex-con that got out of
Oh,
prison.
yeah.
That got out of prison, and they thought I was some guy that just got out of prison. I looked just like they said I was his twin brother, and you know, that was an experience. And, And then somebody told the announcer to announce that guy's name, and everybody's just like looking at me, and I didn't know if I had a red dot on there or not. You know?
What did they call you?
Horrible.
Orville, yeah.
Horrible, and that's stuck in the game around us local, you know. Everybody calls me Orville now, but whoever Orville was, he was in the pen and he got out, so that was a pretty good time. The best places, I think, that not our sled that I've been, that I can say I've been, was, you know, Mound Valley.
Yeah.
Mound Valley's a real good pull, and I think they'll continue that. I think Cade's on it. He's improved the sled, and it's a real good place to go. And like I say, we talked about Licking. That was a good place. And then me and you one time when we went to Havana, Kansas, we had a real good time. Awesome food.
Yeah.
Car show.
Car show, parade.
For a little town, man, that was the place to go, you know. So it was a good time.
Rose bushes.
The rose, oh yeah, don't hit the rose bush. That lady will come out and she will run you off. And what was you just nosed up against it?
Yeah.
You took her down the track, nosed right against it. So, you guys got anything to say about anything? About the pools or where we went?
Well, I thought they was all good pools, you know. I mean, we had excellent turnouts and appreciate that. Everybody that comes to pool with us.
I know that for sure, set in stone. A lot of times this time of the year, you know, people will tell us after the pool, you know, write us down for next year. Well, we don't know what that date is until, you know, we get back and check it out on the calendar and everything. Well, the other night we got a phone call, Miller, Missouri. You're watching Miller, Missouri. It's going to be July the 5th, 7 o'clock at Miller, Missouri. We'll probably have a poll again on the 4th of July at Chatopa.
Yeah.
If the festivities line up with the 4th of July celebration over there. But we always have a poll there.
That'll work out good, because a lot of people will take that Friday off anyway, with it being the 4th.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
And then we'll head to Miller, Missouri on Saturday.
Yep.
On Saturday night. So. Didn't we pull on a Friday last time?
No, it's Friday night.
Yeah.
Is it Friday? Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
right, yeah.
It's Friday
Thursday
night.
will be the 4th of July,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so everybody will probably be off on a Friday. So,
Yep.
hey, yeah, that's gonna work out good for people who have to take off work, so.
Yeah.
But, we've had some things pop up about our rules. Is there gonna be changes for 2024? Not that I know. I mean, I think he's good with everything. I know we had a couple things come up about mile per hour. We ain't really discussed that yet, you know, but I don't think there's going to be any. Overall, compared to the past years, we had a great year. We had a good year.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of wrote some notes down here. From the past years, we didn't have hardly any griping this year. You know, I mean, everybody was, I mean, you know, if you're putting on anything, you know, there's always going to be something, you know, it don't matter if it's rodeo, it don't matter if it's a dance or whatever, there's somebody always going to be, you know, something. But this year was great. We didn't have no griping about nothing. There wasn't no talk in the pits that got back to us, you know, like it has been before. You know, everybody loved everything, and especially I got a comment. I tried to write some comments down I got throughout the year, people texting and stuff to me, and I've said I was going to do a podcast, but never did do it, and I'm sorry about that, but we're back. So, but everybody loves Seneca, Missouri. The new location, the track.
That's
And
excellent.
that's good. So
That's
Don,
good.
if you're watching, man, everybody loves your track. So we're looking forward to coming back this next year. Dirt was good. Some of them said it was kind of loose in spots, but hey, there wasn't no
Well,
rock in it.
No.
They got a big rain too, you know, the day
Oh,
before.
Yeah.
And especially if it lays this year.
Oh, yeah.
We
You
had
know.
to pull them big haulers in and out.
Oh yeah.
For what they dealt with, they had a good show.
The only thing that scared me, you know, I was announcing and everything. The only thing that really scared me I'm always, I don't know why, but I don't know. I used to be a safety man at work at one time, you know, and I've been through that OSHA training and all that stuff, and that stuff's still in my head. Of course, I don't do any of that like that anymore, but I was standing up there on that trailer announcing, or sitting up there announcing, me and the wife, and I think his wife was there. And then two people were standing in front of them trailers. When them razors come racing down that track, they went by us. What was they running? Probably 30, 40 mile an hour? Probably faster
At
than that.
least, yeah.
And-
Especially
When they got to the trailer, they were probably, after that, yeah.
And man, it was awesome to see, you know, for crowd wise and entertainment. But man, this thought in my head was going, oh man, I hope one of them don't lose it, because they're going to end up on this trailer and take me off this trailer. You know?
for that, and the people just kept kind of funneling in down there toward the end
Oh,
of
yeah.
the track, and
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe if he's gonna do that next year, or this year, he may think about some of that safety fencing or something, just to
Keep them,
And it's kind of like, you know, it comes from all three of us, you know. I mean, we're always thinking about safety, you know, what could happen, you know. Luckily, we've never had any accidents, you know, and but that wasn't on us, but, you
Yeah.
know, it wasn't pulling, it was the racing part, but it was just awesome to see.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool, and I hope he does it again this year, but
Well, if he does, he needs a little wider
yeah,
spot.
it needs a little wider spot for
Because
that.
if they would have locked wheels, man, they would have,
That would have been a bad deal.
yes.
Because
yes.
them concrete barricades wouldn't have held nothing. I mean, it might have stopped the speed of the roll, but,
yeah.
you know, but it was something to see. But Seneca was a great place to pull. It was a great place. Another thing was, there was another thing I didn't write down. Somebody really liked it this year. Oh, I know what it was. They liked the Liberal pool. Of course, we did get rained out, you know, halfway through, but everybody, man, they loved that Liberal pool. They said, well, everybody likes Carthage too, you know,
Yeah.
Carthage pool. And was there going to be some changes for Carthage this year?
Yeah.
So,
I don't know, I've heard rumors, but I'm not
Say,
gonna write
Well,
on that.
what I've heard, but I ain't gonna say, you know,
yeah, because we're broadcasting out there
Yeah.
live, but there could be some changes. But I think we're still going to garden tractor pool for sure, guys. So, but could be an antique pool, could be anything. So you never know. Just keep your ears open about that time and see what happens. So,
I know the big pool that they put on over there later in the year around Maple Leaf this past year, it was for the big truck and tractor guys. It was quite a pull from what I understand.
it's a good pool, right? And I've had a lot of people ask me, you know, I mean, this year we didn't film this like I normally do, you know. I mean, the wife's helping me, and I ain't gonna have her sit out there in 110-degree weather, you know. I mean, you know, she works in an air conditioner office. Gotta get spoiled, but anyway,
who would just have to get her an air conditioner?
yeah, we'll have to get her an air conditioner. But Micah Curry, you know, you filmed for me, and some other people's filmed for me, and I appreciate that. But maybe I can try to get better this year, this 2024 season, and get more video out there and stuff like that. But I apologize for not having many videos. But we had a good time. Everybody's busy. I know we're all three hooked up, you know, at the pool, and it's kind of hard to get away and do any extra filming or anything. But some of you sent me videos on email or something like that, but I can't remember. Hate to ask her being we're on camera, but she can't accept something online. What is it? You can't accept it. Won't. You can't pull it off for a video. Some kind of gig or something.
There's different formats.
It's different format, yeah. So, and if you want to send me some videos, man, I'd appreciate it. I never did. I got yours and I couldn't download it or something to put it online.
Yeah.
Pete had an awesome. What was it? It was on your phone. It was you going down the track.
Yeah, it was in Licking. I have a suction cup phone mount for my work truck, and I took it with me, and And just out of curiosity, I figured I'd either mess my phone up or it'd work good. And it seemed to work pretty good. I picked up another one of the mounts. I thought about, like on the garden tractor sled, maybe suction cutting it to the windshield or something, or somewhere on it, and try to take a few videos this year. And same way with the antiques. If I run it for burning, then I could suction cup it on there somewhere and take a few videos.
How do you like running that sled?
Oh, I love running
What
either
we're
one
talking
of them.
about.
I like either one of them.
And the conversation we had in the earlier podcast back, I think when we first started, when we first started this podcast, I sent them questions out, and I'm going to send some more questions out too, because I got some other guys lined up for the podcast. We got a guy from Western Kansas going to come visit his family sometime, and he's pulled, and his grandpa was a famous puller, and he pulled in Oklahoma City, and Blaine Griggs, we've talked about it, where Blaine knew the guy back then, and he's gonna be on our podcast. Blaine's our encyclopedia.
Yeah,
and
Blaine Griggs. Yeah, if you want to know something about older tractor pros, he's got the answer.
He's like Google.
He's like a dictionary on the phone.
So, but anyway, he's going to be here on the podcast. But I'm still going to send questions out once we get who our guest is. So keep that on Facebook. Tractor Pulling with GZ on Facebook. We're going to continue doing that through the winter months. But anyway, what I was getting ready to say, when we first started this, people was talking about, why did that guy wear that helmet?
Yeah.
I've seen you wear the helmet a couple of times, during the mini rods and 4 cylinders and
Yeah.
stuff. So.
Yeah. It helps cut down on the dust.
Yeah.
Well, in the Netherlands, and all their sled operators wear helmets, but if you ever watch one of their pools, they needed a helmet.
Yeah.
Because they don't back off. I mean, they go.
Well, I think we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back. And I sent out a deal on Facebook a while ago, and before we started this, and my phone's been vibrating, so we've got some people that sent in some messages, and we're going to read them and get you involved in a podcast today. So we'll be back in a minute. Okay, we took our break to regroup, and I got on my phone here and got some of the messages off. I got one long one I didn't write down, but I got some stuff here was sent to me. So we're going to read the first one. It says, good to see you all again this morning. I love watching your videos to all the garden tractor pulls. I'm not always able to come pull with you guys that you have. The videos helps me see what everybody's doing. Enjoy pulling with this group of people. My favorite pull is Carthage. I really enjoy the dual action track pull with the big boys. Thanks for putting these pulls on. Really have a lot of fun. Larry Reasoner, he sent that in, so Larry, thank you. And while I'm thinking about that, he said I always hit the like button. So hey, I appreciate that too. That brings up another thing, all my videos I kind of get discouraged sometime, we do all this work editing and filming and everything. I get like 10 likes, it makes you really feel good, But hey, I got over it, so videos are going to keep coming. But that makes me think of something Larry Reasoner in Oklahoma country. Jeremy Bible called me yesterday, and he said that Ponca City, I think, is going to have a pull in May. I think it's the first part of May sometime at the Steam Engine Show. They're going to want to get a bunch of us Midwest puller boys down there. I mean, because this is kind of our area. Of course, it's a few miles from here. I don't know how many miles is Ponca City from here. A couple hours, three hours from here. So where we're based out of. But anyway, Ponca City, keep that. He'll advertise it. We'll probably have it on our Midwest Pullers Facebook page. I know in the past, and some of you might know about that, they said our tractors didn't meet their rules. Jeremy Bible is on that board, he says, now. And he said he's going to make it happen where the Midwest Pullers tractors can go down to Ponca City and pull. That brings up another conversation. I know some of you this year, you know, we didn't have no griping, complaining, we talked about that, but I know some of them come at the table and they said, well, what good did it do to put the numbers on our tractors when you didn't write the numbers down when you entered? Well, yeah, it makes sense, you know, but sometimes the table gets crisis, you know, you get a line of people up there. And when things settle down, Bernie knows the sled when he's operating the sled, you know. I mean, them numbers is for the hot tractors and non-hot tractors and stuff, the way we got them did. When I'm sitting at the table and I've got the master book, you know, I know if that tractor's pulling when it comes down. I know that tractor's in the right class. So yes, your numbers count. I mean, you know, we don't only, you know, we might not do nothing with you. How you say this? You know, during the pull, the sign up. But I know that your tractor fits that class. So with the numbers, because I got the main Bible up there at the desk. So there you have it. You know, your numbers do count. So you know, don't get. We didn't do it for nothing. So anyway, another thing I had on a message on here. I think it came from Tim or Brian. I don't know, one of the Gwens. I ain't got you individually. I just got a Gwen down on my phone. But I guess somebody stole Brian's grandson's bicycle. Or was it a motorcycle?
It was a little motorcycle.
It was a little motorcycle.
I think.
He worked very hard to buy this for himself. Nobody helped him buy it. He bought it for himself. And somebody come and stole it. That night they stole it. So they've set up somebody sent me a text yesterday wanted to know they would do a $100 bill. They would start it off if we help Brian's grandson get his motorcycle, because the kid actually bought it himself with his own money. And small kid, I don't know how old he is, but anyway, he called me back. He said, no, we're not doing it now because they set a GoFund up. So I wanted to throw that out there. So it's on Facebook somewhere. You can go to Brian or Tim Gwen's Facebook page and find it. But they do have a GoFund set up to help the kid get a motorcycle, so, or whatever they stole back, or buy him another one. So thought I'd throw that out there.
I seen the other day where Tim lost his pickup.
Yeah, caught on fire.
Yeah.
Old Smoky. He was at the dollar store or something. I think it caught on fire.
Yeah.
So,
I didn't know.
yeah. Old Tim. Tim, you're having a heck of a luck, man.
He'll have to put a trailer hitch on that hearse and start
Oh,
pulling
yeah.
the thing.
You need to put a trailer hitch on that hearse and bring it to some pulls. That'd be awesome. What we're talking about, Tim, I mean, we're here BSing, talking about the season. What do you call that thing? Hillbilly Express, or what was that four-cylinder you had?
I don't remember what he called it.
Blue Moon. Blue Mule.
Blue
Mule, yeah. So I guess he sold the Blue Mule, so everybody knows that. Curry's bought it. I think they're going to put a new frame under it, so there's going to be some new competition out there after they work on that this year with the four-cylinders. So it's going to get fixed up. Ain't that actually going to...
There'll be some new motorcycle tractors. Well, they're older tractors, but they're going to be brought back out of retirement this year.
That's good. I might have a new ride this year, so working on that. So four-cylinder.
I know of another twin Cub being built too. It'll be back out. It'll be out this year. And then, just trying to think of, you know, you hear so much.
Oh, yeah.
Some of them secrets, you know, we all keep out there, you know, for competition. So
I'm doing some changing on mine, and of course having to fix hand isn't. Anybody that watched any of the Lebanon videos, she broke a jack shaft down there. So we're in the process of fixing it.
Bernie broke his rear end the last one.
Yeah, he broke an axle.
Just sitting
I
out
don't
there
know.
with a broken
I
axle.
don't know what it is.
He ain't had time, he's got too many arms and fire,
made
and
a-
building stuff and
It made a
projects.
pretty good pop whenever I hit that rut. And, yeah. I don't know, it just pulls with one side, you know, so I don't know what it is. It might have busted the axle gear.
I came home from licking, unloaded mine, kinda winterized it, put it in the shed, put it to hibernation for the winter. So, 'cause I knew I couldn't go anywhere this winter, I've been so busy on my job, I mean, it's been crazy. Thought I'd slow down a little bit and everything's picked up again. But I don't know where people, we was talking the other day, contractor stuff, and I don't know where people's getting their money, but they're calling.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of
Oh,
things
it's-
happening in that work, in that line of work, you know.
It's everywhere. I mean, even in my line of business, you know, these places I go is telling me that they haven't really slowed down during the times that they normally do. So.
We're all in a crisis on the news, you know, and I mean, I ain't ran out of work yet, you know, and there's so many people, you know, they say they're out of work. When you go down the street, man, there's jobs posted everywhere.
Yep.
I mean, jobs posted. You know, I think a lot of people's developed the height of laziness.
Yeah.
I've never talked about that on this channel, the height of laziness. But our dad used to say that that person's got the height of, the new disease is set in, it's called the height of laziness. And the height of laziness is you poop in bed and you shove it out with your feet. That's how lazy you are. So anyway, back to some of the questions. I guess
Any of the local callers around Columbus or stop in at Subway for the little blonde-haired girl that pulls in there, give her heck.
there you go. So we need to have her on. We're going to have her on the podcast next
I
time.
tried to get her come this morning, she wouldn't get out of bed.
Well, we just need to do it someday, the next, you know, another podcast and just talk about, because I know I've had some comments, you know, after we went out west and stuff about her and stuff. We'll bring that up in the next podcast. That way we'll have something to talk
Yeah.
about. Another message I got this morning was from 417. I haven't got your individual name in there, but you said, I've been pulling for a long time, different places. I love you guys' rules. And said, I love the new governor class. And he said, I can actually compete. So I don't know who you are out there, but thanks for sending that in to me this morning. And I think it might be you guys down around Galena. I'm not sure, but I don't recognize the number. But he loves the new governor class. I think that's helped, you know, some, you know.
It did help, yes.
And a lot of people like it, you know, especially the guys that wasn't having any luck, you know, before. I mean, they actually can compete now. Well, that's what he said. I can compete now. So that's what he said. So that's a good thing. We got a message here. I got a message just a while ago when I opened my phone or a break. And we was just talking about Chance Hug. I'm talking about you. We were just talking about you when we went on our break. You know, we was thinking about what else we could bring up on this podcast. And what we brought up was when we were in Winfield, and I know some of you, I've already caught all kinds of, I'll just say it, I caught a lot of hell about that pull because I kept it quiet. I had an invitational pull. I was hired, or we were hired by a guy that I used to serve on the state fair board type association with, and we was friends, and they was wanting to bring something else to their fair, you know, and that's why, you know, and we only had 2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
We were limited to 2.5 hours to do this, and so I got to thinking, Bernie and I, we talked about it, Pete, and so I invited just whoever was close by, you know, because I did at the time. And I'll just tell y'all, yes, we did get money to come. Everybody got the same amount of money to come, but it covered our gasoline or our diesel gas and stuff like that. And then, you know, we got paid for the sled, to have the sled out there. But anyway, the highlight of the deal out there, everyone, I mean, it was so loud, you just had to be there. And I don't know if I could go back and pull video because I think it was on my YouTube. You could hear some of it on the YouTube channel of Winfield. But Chance Hug's boy pulled as a kid in the kid
Yeah.
deal, because I had different divisions set up, and the crowd was so noisy in that stadium. They just roared when they seen that kid come down. They loved it, you know. So the younger generation, you know, seeing the young kids participate in something like that. So, and then I got your message this morning, and these guys ain't gonna believe me, so I'm gonna have to show it to them. But from Chance Hug, he said our place was Winfield was our favorite place was Winfield. He said, "You're one hell of a PR man. You're one hell of a PR man. That was really a professional type pull." He said, "I really loved the way you guys did that, and you know, I don't know. I was just thinking, crowd-wise, you know, we was all there, and the introduction part, you know, what did we bring? 5, 6 tractors out? So we had the big tired mini rod.
Yeah, you had,
We had Wilbur and the
yeah,
4-cylinder.
you had Curtis and the V8,
Yeah, we had Curtis.
you guys. And then Hannah with the motorcycle, Mike Evans, Simpson boys.
Simpson boys. But I'm talking about when we pulled the tractors out on the introduction
Oh, yeah,
part.
I think there was
You know, what I did, you know, I got to thinking,
pretty much one from each class.
yeah.
Mhm.
But what I did, I got to thinking, you know, I mean, you know, I'd kind of been in the past, you know, put stuff on at fairs and things, and I got to thinking, man, when he called me up and we made this deal, you know, he told me that grandstand held 10,000 people. And he said it probably will be full, that grandstand. And I'm thinking, wow, man, that's a big crowd, you
Yeah.
know. You guys are going to absolutely crap, you know, and some of our guys. And I got to thinking, okay, how can I open that show? Well, he said I was going to announce it. We was also going to have that ATV rodeo, or they was going to have that AT rodeo on the second half of the track or the arena part. So I got to thinking, you know, how can I open that show to keep people, you know, interested? And I think it. I mean, I might be wrong, but I think it really helped.
Yeah.
You know, I think it
worked
really helped, you know.
real well, yeah.
But I had them pull out there, you know, and then you had Caleb take the
flag
flag,
stand
over
each
them, you know,
driver.
that's the person we were talking about. But I got to thinking, how am I going to do this? So I said, well, these are the top guns that pull with us, you know.
Yeah.
And oh my God, I caught a lot of hell about that later, you know. Oh my God. Well, he's a top gun, you know. Well, some of the old pullers, you know, that watch my videos and they, you know, it's like,
Mhm.
you know, he's a top gun. I'm coming after him. You know, I'm gonna rebuild my motor. I'm coming after him. You know, but I had a lot of fun out of that. We had a good time.
It was a
Winfield,
real
you know,
good
so.
time, a little hot going in, but out and stuff, but coming home is pretty good.
And I don't know. You know, we might go back. You know, I don't know. You know, they liked it so well. It turned out so good. I know the next morning. Wasn't it the next morning? I got a phone call and a tornado.
Oh,
Well, you
yeah.
remember when
Yeah.
we left?
Yes, yes.
Tornado had hit.
When
Yeah.
we left there that night, in the rearview mirror, we could see lightning, you know, in the west, you know,
Yeah.
when we left. And the next morning I got home and he sent me a message and it got hit by a tornado. And then we started getting, Rhonda's friends with the guy that, you know, hired us,
Yeah.
his wife, because we was all together at fairs and stuff back then. And she started sending videos of concession stands flipped over, and
Yeah.
wheels sticking up in the air, and
Yeah, one big telephone pole.
right
there
where
and
we
it-
were parked,
yeah,
it was snapped off,
Yeah.
you know.
Curtis Allen, isn't his last name Allen?
Yeah,
They stayed the night out there.
yeah, they stayed the night, and you know, we never did ask him about that.
No, I
We
never
forgot
thought
to ask
about
him
it.
about that, but the Ferris wheel got tipped over,
Yeah,
you know, and you know,
yeah, it was
it's a wild
a
stuff.
bad deal.
I remember one time in Lewisburg, Kansas, years ago. Oh my God, I've been married 42, 43 years.
You better get that right.
Yeah, I better get that right. And about 3 years before that, I was in the bull riding at Lewisburg, Kansas. and I was just about ready to come out, and I mean, this is a true story, and I nodded my head, and I didn't know it till after. I made the best ride I ever made in my life, and I was getting hit by hail. You know, I mean, it was hailing, and I didn't even know it, you know. And I come off of there, I mean, the arena was muddy, and everybody was just running like hell, you know, and I was standing out there celebrating, you know, with bull left, and I was sitting out there celebrating. I was like, yeah, man, that was great, you know. And I looked up, and there was a tornado. Everybody was running. I thought, what the hell was everybody running for? And there was a tornado coming across that north parking lot. It just missed the arena and all the cars and stuff. But this huge tornado, you know, it was awesome. But yeah, that's something you don't mess with in tornadoes. Well, you guys got anything else? If not, we're gonna wrap up.
Hope we have another great year like we had last year.
Yeah,
So-
we've been real lucky because we, you know, I mean, the equipment's held up good. Nobody's got hurt. That's my main concern is nobody getting hurt.
You got it. We ain't talked much about the Black Widow sled. We ought to cover a little bit of that because I know some of the Black Widow guys had a real good year over Black Widow.
Yeah,
Got to put a new pan on the sled.
yeah.
Pete's going to come over and help Bernie do that. We're supposed to be having a pull maybe. Ain't heard for sure yet. What, in May? Maybe that pull, bring that up or not? For,
Well, they haven't really got back with me.
okay, well, there might be a pull coming in May, so keep your eyes open on the Home of the Black Widow page on Facebook. So we should know more about that. So,
We will have probably the same pools we had last year
yeah.
for the Black Widow sled.
Black Widow sled and the Garden Tractor
Well,
sled.
yeah, I
so-
think both sleds, everywhere we've been, we do them every year.
And another thing, you know, if you're watching out there and, you know, some of you want to have a new place, I mean, you know, just call us. If we work in, we can. If we can't, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, our schedule gets pretty full running two sleds, you know, so I know that Mama kind of likes me home sometimes, so when we get a weekend off, you know, it's either somewhere.
Did we have a weekend off?
I think we had a couple of
Yeah, because we went pulling.
Yeah, 'cause then we went pulling
Somebody
elsewhere.
else, with somebody else.
But, it's fun. I
We had
enjoy
a
it.
whole lot Memorial or Labor Day this year.
We didn't have
I mean,
one.
I went to drag racing both weekends.
The only thing about Memorial Weekend is that, I mean, you guys can go, but I'm president of the cemetery board and have to be there to take money and sell grave rights and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of hard for me to get away, but I mean, I can work it out. I have to. But anyway, if you ain't got anything else, we'll wrap it up. And
That was, we didn't pull at Mulberry this year, did we?
yeah, we did.
Did we?
Yeah,
Yeah, we went back to Mulberry.
and pull on the old track.
That's
Pulled
right.
on the old
That's
track.
right.
That's a good time.
Yeah,
That's a real good time.
yeah.
That fire department, hosted by the fire department.
Mhm,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh yeah, I know what I wanted to do, because I know he's watching. Honko, we all want you to get better, buddy. And it's a bad deal. Things happen in life, but you can pull through this and do your therapy and be back on the track with us. So we want to pray for you and get you back in action. So I think that's about it. I don't think I missed anything. So, well, we'll see you next time on Beyond the Dirt, and let you know. Just keep an eye on Tractor Pulling the GZ Facebook page, and I'll let you know when the next podcast is. Anybody out there wants to be on the podcast, just get a hold of me, and we'll sit down here behind this table and we'll talk about it and get you on here. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.